Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Club Polo. We on here with my boy Dino, the MMA fighter, upcoming local from Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Dino Hopper. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and go to his social medias. Dino Hopper. It's H-O-P-P, right? Or is it H-O-O-O?
H-O-P-P-E-R.
It's H-O-P-P-E-R. You know what I'm saying? Dino Hopper. Y'all check him out though. He got an upcoming fight coming soon too. He just smashed on somebody just recently. Yo, like no mercy. Yo, also, you know what I'm saying, this is also a coworker of mine. So, you know what I'm saying, very helpful at work. I use him as a resource. Very helpful guy. So, you know, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Man.
Not too much.
Yeah, G. So, tell me, man. So, how long you been in this MMA?
I've been amateur fighting for about almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in July, I believe.
July, damn.
Yeah. So it's coming up soon.
How many fights have you had?
I've only had 3 so far.
3.
Yeah, 3 fights.
What's your record?
Right now I'm 1-2.
1-2. Oh,
currently
snap, you gotta catch up.
Yeah,
You
I'm working on evening that out. You know?
The one I seen, I guess that's on the way to getting even it out, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Boy, you smashed on homeboy.
Yeah, definitely.
He caught a mean one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, so tell me about that fight. Tell us about this recent win you got. Where was this at?
This was out in Redding, California, at the Wind River Casino, Resort and Casino, down in Redding. Like I was saying, shout out to PFC, Primal Fighting Championship. Yeah, they take care of us up there.
That's what's good. So how long do you be usually preparing for these fights, bro?
Most of the time, as soon as I find out about a fight or an event, I pretty much get on it. But my fight camps, I usually do at least like 6 weeks out.
6 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's a good month and a half. How long do you take? Between fights?
Between fights, typically I want to try to fight like 3 months apart. But if the opportunity presents itself and I can fight sooner, then sometimes I'll take those.
Oh, okay.
Like my first fight, I believe I took that fight 3 weeks in advance, like on 3 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
And I had to cut down to 125.
Oh.
So it's about a 10-pound weight cut.
Okay. So that was a short notice fight, but
yeah.
And your second one.
And then my second one, I knew ahead of time, so I believe it was about like 3 months, 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
I believe it was like right after that second fight that I fought again.
And these are pro fights?
No, these are amateur fights.
Amateur fights.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Right now I'm in the amateurs and I'm working my way to going pro.
How do you get to pro?
At any point in time, you really could just go pro, but I'm really just trying to prepare myself for
that stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want to.
He said, because that last fight, I saw, you seemed like you was ready. You seemed like you was ready. You went kind of mean at homeboy.
I mean, I just had to match his energy. Otherwise, I felt like it would give him the advantage to get some points on the board.
Right.
So at the time, like, I'm typically more the type of person that, like, I like to take my time, and I don't like to jump the gun too much. But if it's there, then it's there, Like, I don't go looking for the knockout, but if I get it, then I get it.
Right.
So.
Y'all got to check out this fight he had. He was sitting there throwing these gorilla punches on this cat. I think it was only like a 16-second fight.
Yeah, 16 seconds.
Yeah,
16
TKO. Seconds, 16 seconds. He laid this dude in a fetal position, y'all. I was done with it when I saw that. But, so tell me, what's up with this next one?
With the next one, right now, my promotion won't be having another event until September, from what I've heard. So I'm mainly focused on that. But if I can find something a little bit sooner, then I'll probably shoot for that.
Okay.
I want to get something.
You hungry?
I really just want to try to keep within like 3 fights a year at the very least, and then keep them within 3 months apart.
Got you.
But if not, then you know what I mean. I'm more than willing to just do what I got to do.
And these amateur fights, y'all not getting paid?
No, we don't get paid. It's mainly like travel pay. So they just pay us to come out, put on the show, and then we go from there.
Got you.
But at the same time, it's also helped me build like a social media fan base. So I feel like it's a give and take kind of situation.
Yeah.
Like it costs me nothing to come out there and put on a show and show off my skills. And then at the same time, I get to go to somewhere different, you know, a different town, meet different people, and build a fan base outside of where I live.
Right.
So that's pretty
right.
cool too.
Oh, most definitely, bro.
Shout out
'cause-
to Redding, California. Yeah, I love you guys out there. Having
Oh,
a bunch
yeah.
of fun. Can't wait till the next one. We're gonna put on the show.
Redding, California. Y'all gave my man some love out there, but he did put on a show for y'all. So hopefully he didn't disappoint. Cause honestly, 16 seconds. That's a fast fight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but still, yet, yo, homeboy wasn't ready for it. So we can only blame the
Yeah.
opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he should have been ready.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
shout out to Sarab, man. I want to definitely give him a shout out because he took the fight up on short notice.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I actually was supposed to fight at 130 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
but two of my opponents ended up backing out for various reasons,
Right.
and he was willing to step up and get in the cage with me. So I definitely want to give him his props for that. And it was his debut fight, so
Oh, so it was his first fight?
yeah, it was his first fight, and he still came
Oh,
out there and like put on the
right.
show. So you know, shout out to Sarab, man. Hope you're doing well. Can't
Well,
wait
you
to see
know,
you again.
Yeah, shout out to you, Sarad. You know, also too, man, Sarad, I want to give you your flowers too, man, for getting in that ring and doing that.
Yeah.
Not everybody could do that.
Yeah, young cat. He was only 19 too, so
Oh, he gonna be there. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
he got plenty of time to grow. Plenty of time
Yeah,
to grow.
you know what I'm saying? You got plenty of time to grow. Floyd done lost before. Everybody done took
Yeah.
their shots, bro.
Shit.
So you just keep going at it, bro.
Definitely. Yeah, I even
Um,
told him in the cage. I'm like, man, it took me 2 losses just to get here, bro. So, like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Don't
Don't sweat the losses, man. Just keep going.
So
Keep
so man, when you train, where you train at out here?
Out here, I train at Odin's Halls, BJJ. Shout out to the guys over there. You know what I'm saying? I got some real dogs at my gym, real hard workers. I want to give a shout out to Steve Fika, Michael Donato, Joe Tussin, and many other people out there at the gym. I can't really remember everybody's names right now, but yeah, the whole gym has just been wonderful as far as when it came to like my training.
Mm-hmm.
We started off as a small gym, and we're mainly focused on jiu-jitsu, but me and another buddy of mine, we actually came in there trying to fight, and they made it work for us. They gave us an opportunity and like a nice safe space and environment to like be able to exercise that without having to worry about none of the extra stuff. And we got a bunch of people up there that actually used to fight and has like a vast amount of, like, you know, a bunch of experience, and it's helped me out a lot as far as like growing into the person that I am today. And even outside of that, like I've trained at other places, and that's helped me out as well. But Odin's is home, you know what I'm saying?
It's called what now?
Odin's Halls?
Odin's
Yeah.
Halls.
Yeah.
Oh, like the Greek god?
Yes.
Oh, I mean
yeah,
the
like
Viking god.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
North
Odin.
Scott, North Scott. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Skull
Odin's
Hay,
Hall.
baby. You already know how it go.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Odin's Hall. Y'all doing it good out there. You got a man preaching real nice about y'all, so y'all continue that. You got a lot of guys out there who's probably want to, probably looking for a gym. Go check out Odin's Hall. Are they recruiting?
All day. We're open. You know, we welcome everybody and anybody with open arms, whether you're flying in or just looking for a place to cross train. Even if you're just kind of looking at a place to kind of just hang out for a little bit. Practically open every day. We're open 7 days a week. We have classes from the morning up until nighttime.
Yeah.
And we have a bunch of open mats. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a great place because like there's not many gyms in town that offer this kind of schedule, and so it's kind of hard to get into those kind of places, and at an affordable price. So I really like it a lot because it's helped me out so much, and yeah, like I didn't, as far as grappling goes, I knew nothing until I stepped in like foot in that place.
Right.
And
So they gave you a lot of knowledge then.
yeah, I've came out of there with 7 gold medals and 6 silver.
Oh.
Yeah, and I've actually taken a gold medal in open division, so there's no weight class. So I was the smallest person in the weight class, and
Yeah.
I beat 2 people bigger than me.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them was somewhat around like 180, and the other guy was about 190.
Oh, compared to what you were at, what was it, 125?
I weigh 135.
135.
Yeah, most of the time when I grapple at 135.
Damn. go get cats that's 50 and 60 pounds heavier than you. That's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't knock that. So Olden Hall, y'all showing progress over there with cats. Especially with, like I said, going 50, 60 pounds over your weight.
Yeah, we have a bunch of gold medalists at our gym, and most of them, I would say, most of our kids are world champions.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we got a bunch. We got a bunch of kids out there. Check us out on Instagram at Olden Sauls BJJ, or go ahead and follow my coach out, Coach Odin, on Instagram. Definitely show you some stuff on there.
Yeah, for real, y'all. Y'all hit them up. Y'all might find out some good mentorships over there. And you might meet my guy, Dino right here. So
Yes, sir.
you never know. He gonna be a celebrity soon. Watch, y'all watch, 'cause my man been grinding it out so far for 3 years. A lot of cats don't make it for 3 years, but man, so besides that, G, what kind of advice would you give somebody that's stepping fresh into the ring, like your guy that you took on the other day that was his debut?
The first thing I would say is just listen. Listen to your coaches. Listen to the people around you. Listen to everybody that you possibly can when it comes to like your game, because a lot of times, like the one thing that helps me out the most is like when we're grappling, I'll ask people like, how good was that choke?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did I have a good choke, or were you just like tapping because of like, other various reasons? You know what I mean? And then like, okay, once I get that answer, then what could I have done better? And then I kind of just go from there. And then like also like listening to your coaches is a very, very big thing, because like you never like, these are people that were sitting in your shoes once, and whether you know it or not, you might be sitting in the same situation they were in,
Right.
and they got just a piece of advice for you to like, to take you that step further, or help you not make that mistake that you were so worried about. And another thing I would say is it's okay to fail. It's okay to lose, and it does not define who you are as a person.
Right.
If you quit, then you quit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you always have the opportunity to get back up and try again. And there's been so many times where I wanted to quit, and I thought about that, and it was hard for me to keep going forward. But I just took it day by day. Maybe I'm not feeling it today, but tomorrow I'm going to go and try it that day. Or, maybe I was just messing up on this part. Maybe I just need to take some time off to, like, let my body rest. But outside of that, like, mentally, it's like where I honestly could say that, like, you have to keep pushing. It's tough. And a lot of people got to make sacrifices that aren't always easy to make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you definitely, it's a hard choice to make, but it's well worth it in the end.
So sacrifices such as like,
time with your family,
mm-hmm.
time with your kids. Like sometimes,
what about financially?
Financially, it's tough too, because the time that you're putting into the gym, you're not necessarily getting paid for that.
Right.
That's time out of your pocket, and you can't waste it. You know what I mean? You got to take every grain of, like, every piece of that, and like, and you can't screw that up, and you can't drop the ball. And you also got to remember that the next guy, like the dude that's going to be on the other end of the cage, if you ain't training, he probably is.
Right.
So it's just a lot of stuff like that, and financially it's rough. It's really tough.
Well, I mean, a lot of cats don't realize that, the concept of investing in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's going to be tough. And a lot of people use their 9-to-5 jobs to invest in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of people who don't understand the point of sacrificing and the point of investing in yourself. Because a lot of them think like, yo, I got bills. Well, yeah, of course, but don't act like all your money is going to your bills.
Mm-hmm.
If you're really passionate about this over here, why are you spending this free money on this over here but not on this over here? You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So it's like they gotta be willing to sit here and say, or better yet, or like I ain't gonna lie to you, shit. Like in order for me to get through surge tech school, I sold my food stamps, bro.
Man, I mean,
You see what I'm saying? So
Right,
I took food out my kid's mouth, to get a higher wage. Which at the end of the day, I ain't on food stamps no more. So
yeah, I totally get you on that. Yeah, when I was in tech school, luckily I was able to stay with my mom, and we were at the coolest point in time.
yeah,
And I started early so that way I wouldn't have to worry about it so much. But I was making like $400 a month, and as you know, that ain't even enough to pay for school. If you got a car and you got to pay for car insurance, your food and gas.
yeah,
Yeah, so like
It
my
ain't
car
happening.
insurance was like $200.
yeah, of course.
So
Mine's
yeah,
about to be 3.
you know what I'm saying. So
I'm like, I don't even know
Yeah.
how on that one either.
I
But
was already $200 down the hole, and I still got to pay for gas. That's $50. I only got enough to get something to eat, for lunch or something like that.
right,
And I couldn't work as often because the workload at my school was like, it was a lot. It was practically a full-time job, and they told us that
it
like,
is.
if you don't have somewhere to stay and somebody to pay some bills, then I don't think this is gonna be the place for you right now until you can find that place. So
It is pretty tough though, because I took
Yeah.
the accelerated.
yeah, that's what I took too.
Oh, see, yeah,
Mhm.
it was tough.
Yeah, man. So
You couldn't miss a day.
couldn't miss no days, and then failed 2 tests, starting over. Man,
Yeah, I didn't fail anything, but yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
I screwed up, and I had to repeat, but I just kept trying.
But you went back through it. You didn't quit.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. He didn't quit. And I'll be honest with you. How long you been doing it?
I've been doing it. It'll be 9 years in December now.
And how old are you again?
I just turned 29 on the 3rd of March.
So he started when he was 20.
Mhm.
When he was 20, y'all. So
Yeah.
just to let y'all know now, you know what I'm saying? My guy, I use him as a resource, and I've been doing it for 9 years. But I've been stuck with certain specialties, so I had to deal with a very fucked up place. G. So man, I hated
Yeah.
that. But man, So besides that, G, what are some of the things that you would tell somebody as far as what to look out for? Like I know these are the pros. What are some of the cons?
Some of the cons of fighting would be definitely got to pay attention to who they match you up with.
Why is that?
Mainly because you never know who it is, and sometimes some promotions. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna speak on anybody that I know of, but you could totally tell in like the pros and whatnot that like they'll set you up for failure, and
Gotcha.
you know what I mean. You can definitely end up being a tune-up fight for some of these up and coming fighters that really have like an image behind them, I believe. So
Nah, I feel you. That's how I feel about Mayweather.
mhm. So like, you know what I mean, polish the record up, and then
Right.
it sells.
It really
It's
does.
It's
G.
mainly about putting asses in the seats, and if you can't put no asses in the seats, then it doesn't matter how good of a fighter you are. So that's definitely something to pay attention to, because a lot of
You don't
people
want me
lack the I wouldn't say that they lack, but they're not exactly aware of the fact that like at the end of the day, yes, we are fighters, but it's also a business.
Right.
And if you can't sell tickets, how they gonna pay you? And that's just how it is. So a lot of fighters don't go in there with a business point of view, and that business perspective, and thinking that like I can't just knock people out and then make money. It's about putting tickets. You gotta sell tickets, and if you want to make more money.
So you telling me there's some good fighters who's winning, but they ain't selling tickets?
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely some good fighters out there that don't sell tickets. And
Really? Why would you say that? I mean, not why would you say that, but why is the reason for something like that?
So nowadays, with social media, your social media presence is everything.
Right.
So, like for instance, like Ryan Garcia, he pretty much came out of nowhere as far as like his career goes. Like unless you were like a really big boxing fan,
Yeah.
then then you would be aware of him. But outside of that, if you weren't, I would say, then he would pretty much be one of those guys that you would be like, yeah, he pretty much blew up out of nowhere.
He did. I didn't know about him. And
Yeah.
I'm not really big into always watching the ins and outs and who's new and that for boxing.
Right.
But I will say, as far as when he came on the scene, the first I found out about him was when he fought Devontae Davis.
Gervonta Davis.
Gervonta
Okay.
Davis.
Right. So beforehand, he had been calling him out for years, but like not a lot of people knew that. And then once he built up that his record, and he got the social media presence behind him, boom. Now we have Ryan Garcia, and like it's not that like he was just under wraps and he wasn't a good fighter or nothing like that. It was just mainly the fact that like ticket sales.
So you think marketing is behind that?
I think a lot of marketing has to do with it, because of the fact that like if you look at his social media following now, like he has millions of followers. So that's millions of people. If you think about it, like if he were to ask everybody to donate $1, that's $4.5 million, or however many followers that he has on his social media following.
Right, which is true.
You know what I mean? Sean O'Malley, is another fighter, the dude with the colored hair from the UFC.
Oh yeah. He's pretty nice.
Yeah, real solid fighter, and he has a following behind him. He has, if I remember correctly, he has about 4.5 million followers. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? If like he can put asses in seats and he can sell pay-per-views because of the fact that like he has that following. If he fights, everyone's gonna know about it, whether you like him or not.
Right.
So that's what happens at the end of the day. Like you don't have to be a fan to know who Sean O'Malley is these days.
Nah, you don't.
So
like I know who he is. I thought he's this white guy, right?
Yeah.
With
Didn't
the
even
braids,
take you that much, you know
braids.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
And like, again, I don't watch too much of UFC, whatnot. But again, whether it's asses in seats or eyes on views, you know what I'm saying? He's still drawing them in.
Exactly.
You know
He's drawing attention, and it makes money.
Right.
So,
so question for you then: what is it that you think you need to do to get to that point?
Just keep doing what I'm doing. Keep showing off my skills. Keep just getting my exposure and perfecting my craft.
So as far as the marketing aspect,
I feel like I'm a pretty sociable guy. I always do my best to be very sociable, talk to everybody I possibly can, and I don't shy away from meeting new people these days. You never know who has a cool story.
Never know.
Yeah, like I could literally sit on a plane, sit next to somebody, and end up having a conversation the whole plane ride.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and make friends that way. I've actually made friends just going to the gas station. Hey man, you think I could get a ride real quick down the street? Next thing you know, like we see each other all the time, and it's always love. You know what I mean? There's been people like I used to play the game, like play video games with, and then like 5-6 years down the line, we actually meet in person, and like, we cool to this day.
Right.
So.
Right. That's love, though.
It's crazy. It's crazy how small this world is when you get to meeting everybody.
Oh, this world's real small, yo. This world is real small. A good example of that I had was I went to New Mexico for college.
Okay.
And then I went back home to Denver, for about a year or so to, get my shit together, my head right and all right. And I was working at a Kinko's.
Okay.
And a girl I knew back in college happened to pop up through there. You know what I'm saying, through Kinko's. And I was like, that's random as shit, you know what I'm saying? Because she was never from Colorado.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But next thing I know, from New Mexico to Colorado, she's there. And it was just a random, her and her husband, you know what I'm saying? But it was just crazy how again small the world was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, but shit, G. Other than that, as far as tell me some as far as some scandalous shit that you've come across as far as like for example, you brought up about how you gotta watch who they line you up with.
Mhm.
You know, as far as who they got you fighting, because you might be the dummy fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
What are some other crazy things that you've come across as far as in the MMA fighting?
Um, Not too much really. My promotion's pretty much been pretty fair about the fights. Outside of that promotion, I've just noticed it within like the pros,
Yeah.
and just knowing what I know, I kind of just pay attention to like that kind of stuff and see like I don't really think that was a good matchup for you, but I mean if you think it's gonna work, then
Right.
okay. But and I don't like to say names because then
Nah,
know,
you don't
that's
want to say names.
yeah.
We don't
We
need
don't say
we don't
names.
need a name drop,
Yeah.
but
But
um,
but there are instances where like in the big times where a bunch of guys who definitely weren't ready for some of those fights, they took up them fights, just got thrown to the wolves, man.
whew,
Cause it's all about shaking hands and kissing babies, you know. Like they don't like you. Why would I do something to like Why would I take care of you?
right.
That's how I see it, at least my point of view.
No, you're right. Because at the end of the day, they need to benefit.
Mhm.
So nobody ain't doing this for free.
Yeah.
So you gotta provide us with something.
Exactly.
So um, let me ask you this though, because have you experienced any like racism in MMA?
No, not at all. Not at least on my end.
Right.
Uh, I would say that the fans out in Reading are, the crowd is more predominantly white, but not to be prejudiced or nothing like that or like sound weird about it.
Yeah.
But from what I've noticed that like it's a more white population, but they love me.
Regardless.
Like I've never had any issues with anybody. Nobody's treated me any type of weird. They've welcomed me up there with open arms.
That's
And,
what's up. Cause we hear about it in other like NFL, NBA.
Right.
Cats, you know what I'm saying, races being at the games and stuff. I don't think I've seen it at the MMA fight or anything.
Yeah, I feel like it's mainly like a lot of that stuff goes out the window when you put yourself out there and you hop in that cage,
Yeah.
Like I think like us as warriors, we just respect each other for even doing so. So
have you come across any disrespectful fighters?
I've seen some disrespectful stuff going down in the cage, but not on my part, I would necessarily say.
What have you seen?
So there was one fight at my promotion where somebody did the grave digger after they knocked their opponent out.
What's the grave digger?
That's pretty much like if you watch like Tito Ortiz, after he would finish his opponents, he would pretty much dig you a grave and then like drag you in it type of deal.
Oh, he would actually drag him.
Some people got drugged. I don't know exactly if he drugged people in it, but like you pretty much got dug you a grave.
Yeah.
So that was just one of his like his taunts or like his celebrations after he won his fights.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I guess the crowd didn't really like that too much. So they so that kind of stuff don't fly. But like I've only been in like 3 fights, so like there hasn't been too much of my promotion. And after my second fight, my nose was broken.
Oh.
My nose got broken in my second fight. So
How long ago was this?
this was almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, my nose that got broken in that fight, so I had to take time off and let that heal
Gotcha.
before I could fight. But I ended up just doing grappling competitions to keep me busy.
Did you have to have surgery?
No, I was lucky enough to not have surgery.
Oh, okay.
I realigned it at during the fights. Like right after I fought, I went to the bathroom. Me and my older brother, we realigned it, and then we left it at that. And then I came back here and I got it checked out at work at the hospital.
Hey, so tell me, at work, was it hard to wear a mask? Was it hard to work?
Not really, no. It wasn't that bad. It was painful at times, but it wasn't like like just excruciating pain.
Right.
Like when he hit me in the nose, it was a bee sting. So like I just felt him like pop me, and then it was just like, ow, okay, that broke. You know what I mean? But if you were like touch it and like move it in a certain way or like the wrong way or like with force, then yeah. But like I was able to like touch it and like move it around.
Yeah.
And like separate the fracture sometimes. Yeah. So it didn't hurt too bad.
Well, that kind of explains. You is kind of ugly a little bit.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, he a warrior. So what can you say?
Yeah,
Warriors gonna have them scars, you know.
Yeah, warrior wounds. And then like right after I broke my nose, and like it was pretty much healed.
Yeah.
I ended up getting cauliflower ear.
Damn.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
This one was like terrible.
Like it hurt?
Absolutely. Like it would just throb every day. Like it was just all day, every day until
I ain't gonna lie, it
drained
looked like it hurt.
Yeah. And then I competed, I went and I did 2 competitions with it while it was still while I was still draining it.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that was rough.
Ugh.
And it took me about 2 months to get it handled and get it healed.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You couldn't spar or nothing?
No, so what I would do was I would train pretty much like all day. Like I would get my training in for the day, and then before I went to bed I would drain it, and then I'd put some magnets on it to keep it from building back up.
Wait. Explain what you mean you would drain it.
So I would pretty much have to take a hypo, stick it in my ear, and then pull out all the fluid. So it's not necessarily just like one big old rock in your ear when you get hit. It's just a bunch of fluid.
So you did all the draining yourself. That shit didn't hurt.
Initially I was, but then later on I ended up doing it. But initially my coach was doing it.
Okay.
So like my coach would drain it for me after class, and we actually had a video that did like almost like 90,000 views of them draining it. It's on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can catch it on Instagram at the Hands on Tap.
I'm gonna check it out. Gee, I didn't see it, but yeah.
Yeah, and I got like a little reel too of like the progress of like how big it got. Like it was literally like super small. It was like top of this part right here, this little flab, like little bump.
Yeah.
That was it initially, and then it grew into all that.
Man, even after all these years of doing surgery, y'all still don't know how that shit grows.
Nah, I mean like after just a good old thump on the ear, then it just builds that fluid up. It just gets swollen, and then like because it wasn't like just like I hit it once and then like it just blew up into like this big old walnut. No, like it started off small at first, and I should have drained it, but I didn't. I kept training because I was like, because I actually have it in my other ear too, but it's not as big. But I thought it would end up like this other one, so I was like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. And then I got hit in the ear again, and then it got bigger, and I didn't drain it, and then I got hit again, and that's what just turned it into trying a piece of meat.
Yeah, man, he's like, you was just testing the limits on it, huh?
Yeah, I'm hard-headed, so I learned the hard way with that one for sure.
But hey, we can tell who's all the hard-headed ones in, I guess, because there's a lot of fighters with that ear.
We call this the badge of honor, you know. It's the badge of honor, man.
The rite of passage, yo. Like,
right
nah,
there.
I couldn't do it. I'm a pretty boy. I couldn't do it.
Man, I got so many injuries, like crazy, like random injuries from time to time.
Yeah, I've broken bones.
Yeah, I luckily enough I haven't broken bones, but like I've sprained a lot of shit.
See, I got a fracture in my wrist right now, bro.
Oof.
From falling, you know.
Yeah. No,
got
my
a hook
first
of
fight,
Hamet fracture, yo. That shit hurts.
My first fight, I ended up spraining my wrist, the right hand, because I hit him like weird. My first opponent, and then nose broken, sprained toes.
I don't know why I think the nose just hurts. I just feel like the nose would just hurt, bro.
I thought so too, but it really wasn't that bad.
Oh, okay.
Like I felt like
I'd be scared to get my nose broke.
the liver shot way worse. Nut shot way worse.
Of course, that one.
Yeah, getting hit in the nuts hurts way worse than getting a broken nose, I think.
You should be wearing a cup.
Even with the cup, that shit doesn't matter. That shit still hurts. It makes it worse in my opinion.
Yeah, because you got the fucking whole cup frame digging into your body, bro. That shit's brutal.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's funny.
But no, I've taken some shots without the cup too, and I'm like, fuck. They need to redesign these cups, man.
Oh, they do?
I think so.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is what it is. Cause like I have like the little plastic cup, and then like I have the spats, and so you just throw it inside the spats, and then boom, you got your cup. But there's other ones where like that you can wrap around. I like the boxing ones better, cause it's like a belt, and then like the cup comes around, and then it just covers the whole front. But it's not that comfortable when you're trying to do MMA though, cause it really cause it takes away a lot of your mobility in the hips.
Oh, okay.
And you really need your hips for like a lot of movements and
Right.
shifting.
Especially on submissions.
Yeah, definitely on submissions and taking angles and shit like that.
Right. Yeah. That's funny, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, so you say your next fight's coming up in September?
Yeah, more
Possibly.
than likely, I'm shooting for September.
Okay.
That's when Primal Fighting Championship will be doing their next bout.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm definitely shooting for sure.
Got you. And where's
Yeah.
that gonna be at?
That's gonna be out in Redding, California.
Oh, so is that where a lot of your fights are?
That's where all of my fights have actually been.
Oh.
So I have yet to fight in my city. I've done like little smokers here and there.
What's Little Smokers?
So it's like unofficial competitions. So like it's kind of just like something that you do at
Like
like
some backyard fights?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. But it's just more so like glorified sparring. So like we just kind of get together as like gyms, and then like we just kind of throw down
Oh, okay.
with other gyms and stuff like that.
Gym against gym type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't that like some old karate shit?
Kind of, sort of,
This
yeah.
dojos against this
Yeah.
dojo, you know what I'm
That-
saying, for honor. Nah.
To that degree, but not so. You know, on the dramatic side, like we're not like on Cobra
Well, we
Kai.
gotta keep it dramatic, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it dramatic. Like
We're not getting too Karate Kid in here, but
We should do some skits of two MMA gyms, like classic. Not so much in the sense of like, you know, like karate, but like you know how the words didn't match the mouths. Yo, that shit would be dope.
oh yeah, that would be dope.
Yo, gym is whack.
I got you.
Yo, that shit would be dope, bro. I mean, you gotta have some humor in it. you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of humor out there, and there's a bunch of black belts that bring out the funny side of like the fight game. So it's cool to see that.
Man, I could. Excuse me, I couldn't get into that ring, bro. I get my ass whooped.
Man,
I'm too old for it now.
to be so honest, I never thought I'd ever be in the cage. You know, growing up, like if you asked me 10 years ago would I ever fight in the cage, it'd be like fuck no.
Yeah, but you was a teenager then.
Yeah, but at the time I was actually I was training, so I started doing martial arts at about 16.
Oh, see.
Yeah, so like I knew a little bit, like, but I wasn't necessarily like in a dojo training like every day type of deal.
Yeah.
I had a good friend of mine, shout out to T. He actually taught me like every Saturday, like my sophomore year when we first met.
Yeah.
So like he would teach me the basics and stuff like that here and there, and then I kind of just went from there.
So he got you into it.
Yeah, pretty much. But as far as like prize fighting, he always pushed me not to prize fight.
Why?
Because he always taught self-defense. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, he was never into the prize fighting thing. So he always just taught me self-defense, and that was mainly what we focused on. So I was never really worried about trying to prize fight at the time, because I just mainly wanted to defend myself.
Right.
I just didn't want to be in situations to where like I couldn't protect myself anymore. So that's pretty much how that
You
went.
gotta be able to protect yourself, whether it's with your hands or a weapon.
Exactly.
I prefer hands, but
Yeah.
the bad
Because
guy
a lot of times, like what people fail to realize is like, yeah, you can have a gun, but like there are times where you do not have one, and then you come across somebody that has some right here,
right.
and you're stuck like Chuck.
Stuck like Chuck.
So
So if the other guy got hands, you in trouble.
pretty much, and
So
then
hopefully you
especially
got
out
some
here in
hands.
Las Vegas, like you really got to be careful, because there's so many pro fighters out here and amateur fighters. Like most of these gyms have at least like 50 kids that are trained in jiu-jitsu and are probably a gold medalist.
Right.
You know what I mean? That has a gold, like has won a like has a first place competition somewhere, like in their repertoire.
Yeah,
So-
I'm too old for that. I ain't trying to fight.
Yeah, if you're not trained and experienced, I mean, I'm not saying that you'll necessarily lose, but the chances of you winning are a lot lower than
Oh yeah.
they were.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying on that.
Yeah, even if it's just cardio based, like, yeah, you could be punching him up, but if you get tired,
he got some more endurance.
it's gonna be a long night.
He training,
Yeah.
and then his body shots eventually gonna get to you.
Or they might just grapple you to sleep.
Oh,
You know.
that's what a lot of them do anyway.
I saw this one video where this guy was picking a fight with a dude. Guy was like, "Leave me alone," you know. I fight. Next thing you know, punched him up. He tried to run away. Dude grabbed him, and then he just started wrestling him up. He tried to stand up. He put him in the rear naked, and then the only thing he could do was this. So I'm like, should have just left him alone. Should have left him alone when he told you to leave him alone.
You should have left him alone.
Now
Now
can't nobody get him off you, and it's
like
now you stuck like Chuck.
And you being recorded.
Yeah, on camera.
You finna learn from this one.
Man,
Absolutely finna learn from this one.
it's crazy, man.
Cause if you don't learn from that one, bro,
It's crazy.
you might want to go back and watch the tape and see where you went wrong at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta learn something. Shit, that's funny. Yeah, nah, he right though, cause you gotta think Vegas is a place where a lot of fights go on, professional fights. So picking a fight in a random restaurant, bar, street corner, on the strip, whatever, you might randomly get your ass whooped by a professional fighter, yo.
Definitely. It's funny that you say that because one of my homeboys actually went viral for having to beat somebody up, and he's a pro boxer. At the casino, he told that dude, "Leave me alone." He got to doing what he do, and he said, "Okay." He put his hands on him, put that man to sleep. It was just like,
I'm cool, bro.
tried to tell you.
I'm cool.
Tried to tell you, man.
I'm gonna be like, you know what? Look, G, I'm 45. You know, I'll go this way. You go that way. How about that?
Man.
I'm too old for that shit. You can win this fight. You can win the argument. I don't care.
Yeah. You say whatever you want to me, just don't touch me.
Right. That's where the things change at.
Yeah. Just don't touch
See,
me.
I was you know, when I was in high school, I was a undefeated wrestler. And then when I got in college, I got into Golden Glove boxing.
Right.
But not saying I can't, you know, I ain't got hands and all that, but I ain't trying to fight.
I ain't mad at you, man.
I ain't trying to fight.
Your
I ain't
last
even in
thing.
shape. I done got my dad bod on, y'all. Like, I ain't worked out in like 20 years, yo.
Man.
Like dead ass. You wanna know how bad it is? When I was living in New Mexico, where I was going to school at, I tried to go out for the semi-pro team, football.
Okay.
Bro, why'd I injure myself warming up, stretching? Injured myself, bro.
Man.
That's when I knew, like, fuck this shit. It's over. It's
Yeah.
over. Yeah, my sports life is over, bro. Like, I think I was
Ooh-wee.
I was in my 20s, late 20s.
Man.
Was I in my late 20s?
I take like a week
Yeah.
off from the gym, and I'll try to roll. And I'm tapping out just 'cause I'm tired. I'm like, man, yeah.
See, I'm about to
Take a
get
break.
back in the gym, though. I just got to find a buddy partner who keep me motivated.
Right. You find one, man.
Yeah, I'm looking. But right now, I haven't even tried looking, so.
You gotta start with yourself first, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get a couple push-ups in there.
I'm going
real
to start
quick.
at home.
Yeah.
I don't want to embarrass myself at the gym.
Yeah, that's
they be
what I
like, this
do.
dude was in here for 5 minutes and he quit already.
Yeah, man. I usually I don't even work out at like the big gyms no more. Like I used to go to like EOS like all the time,
Yeah.
but now I just go there to like cut weight. So like I got a membership so that way I can go in there and use the treadmill.
Cut
use
weight.
sauna.
Nigga, you skinny as shit.
Yeah, but I gotta cut weight to my fights.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What
So
you going to lose, though?
I fight at 125.
I know, but what you going to, you ain't got nothing to lose.
I gotta lose water weight. But I've been trying to get chunky,
Okay.
you know.
So he said I got
Like I'm skinny, man, but like
He
you know,
said I got to get dehydrated.
I be eating good. I be eating good from time to time. You know, I just be in shape. So like I don't necessarily get chubby whenever I gain some weight.
Right.
I just like,
See, I'm finna
gain
go
it
home and
overall.
eat some tacos because the wifey making tacos.
man, I had me some canes before I got here, but
You had some what?
canes. But now I'm thinking about getting some tacos later. I need me
The
like
canes sound good right now, too, bro.
it was hitting. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, canes do be hitting, bro.
Yeah, and I threw the hot sauce inside the sauce, the cane sauce.
Oh, I haven't tried that. Hot sauce, because the cane sauce is lit, bro.
Yeah, when you throw a little hot sauce in there, it's hitting.
My favorite
Change your
place
life.
to go, though, out here, bro, is called Rockin' Potato.
I ain't never been there before.
You want to go there. And you want to get the Fleetwood Mac Daddy. Yeah. See, they serve baked potatoes, bro, and they big.
I was just about to say, it sounds like they serve baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes, big potatoes, bro. And the one I'm talking about, the Fleetwood Mac Daddy, bro, with a lobster tail on top. Yeah.
You got expensive taste, man.
Yo,
Hey, it sounds like it's worth it though.
it's worth it, bro. It's $40, but it's worth it, bro.
I'm gonna try it.
I don't go all the time.
That's a celebratory meal right there, man.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Usually I go to Echo and Rig and I go get me a steak, but
A what?
A steak.
Where at?
Echo and Rig.
Where's that?
It's up in Booker Park.
Where?
Oh no, it's not Booker Park. It's Tivoli Village. So it's like off of what is that?
See, I ain't been around Vegas a lot, G.
Okay.
I don't drink, so you know.
I got you. Well,
I don't go to clubs, so.
Well, it's a nice little spot. You know, get you a nice little steak.
Tivoli what?
Tivoli Village.
Tivoli.
Yeah, it's on the west side.
You know, it's the same spelling as Tivoli because we got Tivoli Plaza in Denver.
Okay.
And I've heard of a place called Tivoli out here.
Yeah, that's the one.
But I haven't seen it.
Okay, so yeah, that's more so. It's
Tivoli.
further down that way, towards the west side.
Tivoli.
Yeah.
Where?
It's on like what is that? Fort Apache, I think it is.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, Fort Apache and Alta.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
kind of northwest.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm on the west side anyway.
Okay.
I don't really come to this side of the strip.
Yeah, I don't be on the strip no more. Like it has to be a very special occasion for
Of
me to be
course.
on the strip, you know?
Right.
Like a fight or
I'm
like
thinking
a
about doing
special
my
type of
I'm
event.
thinking about doing my next photo shoot on the strip.
Have fun with that, man.
Huh?
Let's have fun with that one.
Why?
Yeah, I hate this. Like me personally, I'm just not a big fan of the strip no more.
No, I'm not a fan of strip because I'm not big on crowds.
Yeah,
but
that's me. I'm super introverted when it comes to crowds like that.
yeah.
I don't like big crowds.
But I like the look of it. As far as aesthetics.
Right.
So
And they cleaning it up and it's looking real nice.
they trying.
They trying. They doing
But-
their best.
But I think the big thing is it's going. My worry would be people trying to interrupt it.
And that was my thing. Yeah,
So-
I actually they did a music video when I was like 18 on the strip,
Yeah.
and it was actually pretty cool, like shooting a music video because like we were just trying to get as much B-roll as we could, you know,
Yeah.
for different shots and shit like that, just of us rapping. But outside of that, it was just kind of like, me, I'm just more of like I like things to be more structured. I'm not. I mean, like I can be spontaneous. I'm more.
You ain't down with that chaotic motion.
Yeah, but I could thrive in it just fine. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I can make the most of whatever you give me when it comes to that kind of shit. But for the most part, though, if I had to choose, I would pick something more controlled, to where I have more control over, how things go, how we gonna do things, how things move,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Hey, so tell me, G. Tell me, as far as your walkouts, do you have control of your walkouts?
Yes, I actually do. I get to pick my walkout songs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's my favorite part.
Do you get camera guys? Do you get to pick camera guys?
The camera guys you don't choose, but Brian, he does a great job whenever it comes to my stuff, and we also just got another dude named Jerry, who recently hopped onto the promotion when it comes to like our photos and
And
stuff
this
like
is
that.
for your gym.
No, as far as like at the fight promotion. So like my fight promotion is where I get a lot of my like promo pics and stuff like that.
Talking about like out there in Reading.
Yeah, out
Oh,
ready.
okay.
So yeah. Whenever I go out there, Authentic Storyteller Designs. That's who mainly does like a lot of the videography, and then G shoots it on Instagram, or Jerry Gallagher. He's the other guy who does a bunch of the photos now.
Okay.
So it's dope when those two get together because you get some pretty cool shots and get a bunch of fucking B-roll now.
Got you.
Yeah, a lot of people, they don't realize how precious that kind of stuff is when you're trying to like tell a story, especially with what I was saying earlier about marketing and stuff like that.
Mhm.
A lot of guys just think that, oh, I can just post this YouTube video and then like I'm gonna go viral. But nah, it's nowadays like with a lot of the opportunities and the tools that we have as far as like promoting ourselves.
Yeah.
There's a lot that you could do for free to make like dope videos and like put yourself out there and like get that traction that you were looking for.
Right.
So like for instance, like I like to do a lot of my reels on Instagram. Like Instagram, I get like a great interaction from. So like I try to push my Instagram following a lot more, and I try to get people more vested into my Instagram.
Instagram is really good for visuals.
Yeah, exactly. So and that's what works out best for me because I like to tell like the stories with my videos and like my fights and stuff like that.
Well, people got to see the fight.
Exactly, but more so like just like even prepping for the fight. Just I try to get people that
even then though, you know what I'm saying, they got to see it. You know what I'm saying?
I try to get people that that lore behind behind the scenes of like what it takes to
the
like
legend.
You know
the
what I mean?
Legend of Dino. You know
type
what
of stuff.
Saying? I got you, bro.
But yeah, like so mainly what I try to do is because I'm not when it comes to like ideas, like I have a bunch of ideas, but I'm like poor at execution.
You said you what?
Poor at execution.
I got you.
Yeah, so like I have a bunch of ideas and I love coming up with ideas and like throwing them out there and stuff like that. But when it comes to actually like manifesting it, that's where I usually have a hard time. And that was kind of my idea right there. It was like, why not just record my my failures and all this, and I'm just gonna put myself out there instead of just trying to make like the perfect video and like put myself out there as this.
Oh yeah, you can't worry about the image.
Yeah, I stopped worrying about the image so much, and I just started being more open with like who I was as a person.
More authentic.
Yeah, way more authentic. So like for instance, I'm a very conservative person. So like I usually don't like to have people in my business as far as like my personal life.
But you a fight? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but you a fighter, bro.
Yeah, no, like as far as that, like I totally understand.
Yeah.
And that's helped me, be a lot more open about like what I have going on in my life, with like the people that I'm around and like with my following. So nowadays, like I'm learning how to be more open about how I feel and how I think about things.
Yeah.
And putting it out there like for the world to see, as to like me just keeping it to myself and like just cherishing that, like just holding on to like my little trinkets. Like
nah, bro.
Yeah, now I'm kind of just putting them on
stingy.
display. Yeah.
You being stingy, bro.
So
you gotta
like,
share those experiences with the world.
Absolutely. Man. So like before, like I would never really post too much because I was like I don't want nobody to see things and like come up with game plans against me.
Right.
But now I'm more so like I got fights out there already. I can't take them down. Can't go back. Like whatever's out there is out there. So, now I get to do my best and like put the best stuff out.
Right.
So now I just go out there and like I could be free as far as like social media wise. Like I could post what I want to and share like the dope stuff that I want people to see and like let people experience that with me.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So on the social media then, my guy, I gotta ask you some hard questions. So on social media, and this ain't dealing with you or the fights.
Right.
But more or less, your thoughts and your opinions on it. What do you think of this P. Diddy situation?
That is a tough one.
Man, did you hear, before you say your piece, I just got hit with a bombshell, but I don't know if it's been verified or not. So I can't say it's, legit. But a audio of Meek Mill and P. Diddy.
Wow.
Banging it out.
That's crazy. This is news to me. In my opinion, if you didn't want your shit to be out there like that, shouldn't have did it.
So
especially recorded it.
You think Diddy was shooting filming cats without their knowledge for bribery reasons?
I cannot.
They said they found hundreds of cameras in his house, bro.
So with that being said, I mean, with the field that we work in,
right,
it speaks for itself.
Right. I mean, he could be protecting himself.
I mean, absolutely, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword because now you're in court and you got to explain that. And if you don't, and you got to have that proof because, it ain't about what the truth is, it's about what you can prove in court as far as, the judicial system.
Now he said, yeah, you're right. Now you got to show it in court.
Like, all right, I believe you, but now you got to prove it, so.
Yeah, because the system isn't really what it is supposed to be.
Like, unfortunately, it sucks because I'm a fan of his work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I grew up on it, so like
Right.
it's hard to
I
like.
did too.
Yeah, even like with R. Kelly, like I loved R. Kelly's music, like,
Oh yeah, that was it. That would hurt.
and to hear all that, man, like even Nickelodeon, like I grew up on Nickelodeon, and then to hear like some of the stories, like, and I've have yet to watch it. And I don't want to watch anything until like I can actually sit down and like watch the whole thing.
As
But,
far as Nickelodeon, the stories behind Nickelodeon.
Yeah, but like even like the little stuff that like I've heard here and there,
Yeah.
like even just to remotely hear like the fact that like they were doing stuff to kids is just crazy to me. And then like I was a big fan of Amanda Bynes.
Man, they made her go crazy. Old boy made her go crazy.
Like it's sad to see her go like that. And like
right.
you know what I mean? Like as I got older, I used to always want to grow up with my favorite movie stars, and
Right.
be like, okay, now I want to see the next movie you do. I want to see the next, series you do. Like, oh, I want to see like how great your range is, and like so much talent, bro, just destroyed because somebody was just on some weird shit.
Crazy. That is crazy.
Just like
Now,
man.
because I'm gonna keep it in the news too. But do you think it's comparable to Jeffrey Epstein?
Absolutely, it's no different, in my opinion. Like that's a kid. Those are kids. You ain't got no business with no kids, bro.
None.
Hands down. Like that's
Hands
no
down.
questions asked. Like,
But what about the idea of it being a syndicate, or not a syndicate, but a ring?
it's absolutely disgusting, and I wouldn't be surprised because like, one thing that I've learned in life is that like you can't put nothing past nobody,
You're right.
and for me, like, if something didn't exist, it wouldn't even be fathomable to like of thought. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you wouldn't be able to conjure the thought to even think of some shit like that.
So another good reason for that is because you know who started speaking up recently? Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, I seen that when he was talking about him and the situation that he had.
Yeah.
And like it was sad to see him go through that too, cause like don't get me wrong, like when I had to choose sides between him and Tank, you know what I'm saying? I had my money on Tank, but at the end of the day,
that's
you
on
know
a
what I'm saying?
professional fight.
yeah, like
Of course, we're
like
gonna
I
have
have
your
like
side when
like
you
as
going
far as
through
like my
hardship.
opinion, as far as like Ryan Garcia, I felt like he was a great dude. He just needed some time, like
Mhm.
as far as his work, and like I just didn't feel like he had like the people behind him
Right.
that really cared about him. You know what I'm saying? Like the people to really be like, sit your ass down, do this. Like you're not listening, bro. That kind of deal. But I mean, like as far as that situation goes, like I don't think anybody's ever prepared for it. And on top of that, they get you at your most vulnerable point in time. So
They
like
do.
they catch you when you slack, like they catch you when you lacking, and they know everything about you.
Yeah.
So like for him to have to go through that, and for people to just be like, oh, he's going crazy and this and that, and oh, he's weak and weird. That's crazy to me. Because like that's really somebody crying out for help, and like y'all just sat up there and just like made fun of that man.
Right. And on top of that, my thing is this too, man, is you don't know how you're gonna respond if you were in that situation.
Exactly.
So
And a lot of people will react just like he did, if not worse.
if not worse.
It's just like when it comes to like fighting, like a lot of guys or a lot of people, they'll say, "Oh, you should have did this and you should have did that." But when they get in there, it's a different story.
A whole different story.
It's a different
It's
story.
like what Mike Tyson says, right? Everybody got a plan until they get popped in the mouth.
Exactly, and that's literally how it goes. Like when you get in that cage, literally, like you can sit there and rep this out all day, all night. You could eat, sleep, and shit your game plan, and then as soon as you get hit,
That plan out the door.
out the window. Like, and you gotta be, like, my first fight, I worked so hard for that fight, and like I had been training since like I don't know how long. I had been training for like a good like 4 or 5 years. At
Yeah.
least. And I decided to take the fight, and when I got in there, like I was feeling good while I was winning and like scoring my punches, and as soon as I hit that ground, I looked at my coaches and I went deaf. I couldn't hear nothing they were saying, and then all I could hear is, "Put your hand over his face and suffocate him." So I'm sitting there just freaking out, and like the only person I had in my corner was me,
Right.
back against the wall, So, And I'm the type of guy that like tries to plan for every outcome possible. Like I'm like there is no scenario that's not like you know what I mean that I wouldn't want to set myself like you know prepare myself for.
So they really be putting their hand on your face on purpose to suffocate? I didn't know that you could do that.
You can do that.
I be seeing people do that. I thought that was illegal.
Mm-mm. You just can't put your fingers in their nose and their mouth. You can cover it though.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. Shit, you can kick them while they're on the ground.
What about football kicks?
You can. You just can't kick them in the head.
Ah.
If you ever get a chance, check out Khalil Roundtree. He actually is one guy, one of the very few guys in the game that actually practices soccer kicks and striking you while you're on the ground like that. And I love it so much because it's like so smart. You know what I mean? Like, there was somebody that I met, you know, some years back, like about a couple years back, and he made a very good point, and he was like, a lot of guys' problem when they get in there, most of the guys in the game, what their problem is they sit there and they try to grapple, like they try to do jujitsu when they should be, like pinning you to the cage and punching your lights out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, he showed me some instances that made very good points. And I was like, wow, like, that makes a lot of sense. So from that point on, like, when it came to that kind of stuff, I kind of apply that kind of logic to it.
Right.
So Khalil Roundtree is definitely one of the few guys that actually does that.
Put them soccer kicks on these cats.
Because it's legal. And
Right.
It's like, why would I sit up here and try to get on the ground with you and ground and pound when I can stand up nice and tall and then just kick you right in your gut?
Pop, pop.
And if you don't like it, then get up.
Get up. If you can.
So I can beat you up some more.
If you can.
You right? Because as soon as you get up, I'm going to throw this at your head.
Right.
So you choose.
You pick your poison, homie. Pick your poison, literally.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, G, man, I want to tell you, G, I really appreciate you coming by, bro. We've been at this almost an hour now.
Ooh-wee.
Right? Can you
Yeah.
believe that? Time
That was
flies,
fun.
G.
It definitely does, but I enjoyed it, man.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
a lot of fun.
We can get you back on here again if you want. You know what I'm saying? All I do is come in here and chop it up with people. I got to schedule some more guests anyway.
Right, yeah, you know, I'm always happy.
I've been kind of
come by and
lacking
do an
on that.
interview.
But no, though, G, man, where can these people find you at, man, to see your fights and stuff, like follow you?
Okay, so if you ever want to find me, you can find me on Instagram at the Hands on Tap. More than welcome to follow me on there. I post a lot of my stuff, my fights on there. You could also catch a lot of my fights on Primal Fighting Championship. A lot of my fights are on their YouTube. So yeah, man, check me out and show some love and support. I'm trying to really go crazy with this one, man. So
Yo, he trying to get that two fight win streak.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
about
saying?
to even that out, man. And then maybe we'll go for a belt.
Look at that. Look at my guy. He's trying to go pro, trying to get out that amateur status. I feel him though. That you got to have a goal.
Right now, my goal, I want 2 belts.
Is how do you get these belts?
I just gotta fight for them, you know. So right now I got the win. So now I gotta get one more, you know, or I might get a title shot sooner than later, you know. But I'm just gonna stay ready, stay training, and once I get one belt, I'm gonna get that second one. And the next time y'all see me,
does the second belt have to be in a different weight class?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a 2-weight class division.
Okay.
Or I can go to another promotion and do it that way too. But I'd rather do 2 weight classes. I want 2. I want 2 different things, 2 weight classes.
That's what's up. Y'all be sure to check him out. Y'all be sure to go check out Redding, California for these fights. And who's the arena out there?
The promotion that I fight for is Primal Fighting Championship. They also have an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. So
y'all be sure to check out Primal Fighting. Y'all be sure to check out Dino Hopper, Hands on Tap, on IG. Yo, upcoming Las Vegas, y'all show some support. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come watch them. Y'all take it easy, man. Make sure y'all do that, like and subscribe on Club P.O.L.O. Again, we'll be on here. We gonna do our thing, show some suits, talk man, talk This one went by kind of quick on us. But yeah, y'all be sure to check in, tune in to us. We out.